Hello and welcome back to my channel. It's Monica from Crafting with Quilling Lady, and I hope you have an absolutely fabulous day. In today's video, I'm going to show you how to create this stunning Nativity Easel card using a free gift from Creative Stamping Magazine, issue 100. The magazine itself has lots of beautiful ideas and projects to try, but what's absolutely unique about this issue is that it has 4 sets of free stamps. There are 56 in the entire collection, and the first collection is actually Nature's Garden Nativity. Then we've got that absolutely stunning and beautiful glittering snowflake collection. However, that's not the end. We also have Enchanted Christmas and Cute Christmas collection, and they all come from Crafter's Companion. So beautiful. For today's project, I'm going to use that Nativity Nature's Garden collection, and I'm going to use that stamp. As you can see, I also have matching die, which is bigger than the stamp, and I created some Christmas ornaments, and you can check that video in the top right corner. I really encourage you to do it because it was so much fun to make. Now, I'm going to use that stamp for my project, and before I do that, I need a card base, and to create our I created it from Card Making Magic, Circular Box and Card Builder, and I used the bigger circle die, and I die cut it twice from white card 250 GSM, and I'm also going to die cut it once from pattern paper. And these papers I downloaded from Crafter's Companion website. However, in Creative Stamping Magazine, issue 100, there is a link and you can download beautiful papers for all the stamps that are included in the free gift. So I really encourage you to download them because they are so beautiful. I just haven't had a chance to print them yet, but I will definitely do it. Now, to make it easier for myself and my die cutting machine, I'm fussy cutting around my circle, and I'm going to use that spare paper for my stopper for our Easel card. Now, our background panel is done. Now, I decided to use gold mirror card and 2 circle dies to create a frame, and also using that bigger die, I die cut it from acetate, and we're going to heat emboss on acetate. To make it easier for everyone to see, I put white card. I'm not really sure if you can see the acetate, but it is there, trust me. And I'm using my embossing buddy and tweezers to hold the acetate because we don't want any fingerprints on our acetate. Now I'm using Versamark ink, which is sticky and transparent. And when you stamp on acetate, try not to move your stamp because we don't want to smudge it. And I use my gold embossing powder. You can use any embossing powder that you've got in your stash. And I'm actually really curious what's your favorite brand for gold and silver embossing powders. Please let me know in the comments down below. Now, when I heat set it, I just made sure that I heat my tool for about 20 seconds before putting it on acetate. That will really make a difference in your project. And as you can see, that embossing powder is just so beautiful. I love that gold color. To color in my image, I decided to use metallic Spectrum Noir pens. And I've got 3 sets, and all the names of the products will be in the description down below, so you can check them out if you want. And a really good tip for you, if you color the acetate with any markers, I really encourage you to try the colors first on white card. And that's exactly what I did here, because I wasn't really sure with all those colors, and using a white card for swatches was absolutely amazing. It saved me time, and I made sure that all the colors I used were exactly the colors I wanted. However, if you don't have metallic markers, you can also use alcohol inks or alcohol markers. The choice is yours, and trust me, the effect you will create with acetate is absolutely stunning. It is a stained glass window effect, and I think this is just so beautiful, literally for any cut. And for Christmas, it is even more special. And using that stamp, like, yes, I really wanted to have a stamp, and I was just so excited when I saw it in Creative Stamping Magazine issue 99 that this one will be in the next issue. I was literally the happiest crafter in the world. So that's why with this magazine, that is my first project. And next week, trust me, on a Thursday, there will be another video with more stamps from Creative Stamping Magazine issue 100, because there is such a nice variety and you can use them with different color combinations and use them for different card styles. Now I've got 3mm red liner tape and I'm putting it on the back of my gold frame. And I think, like red liner tape, it is the best adhesive for acetate because it sticks really quickly and it doesn't move when you put all those elements together. However, if you have another adhesive that works really well with acetate, please let me know. I really want to know, because liquid glue did not always work for me with acetate. So just tell me, please tell me. So as you can see, our front panel is nearly done and I thought it was really missing something. So I went back to that design paper and I chose that yellow. I really like the combination of blues and yellows, and I'm going to use that double-sided tape on the back of my gold frame. And I actually cut that double-sided foam adhesive 3 times. So I just wanted to make it more narrow. And now I'm going to use my liquid glue and I'm literally putting a few dots because when it dries, I will make sure it won't move. So our front panel is done, and then I decided to use a sentiment stamp because that front panel was really missing something. And just to make sure that all my elements match on my card, I decided to use the same gold embossing powder. And if a big tip for you, if you use your printed design paper, I really encourage you to heat your tool for even longer than 20 seconds and move your heat tool really fast, because the ink that's on your design paper from your printer might burn, and that's not what we want. Here I was really quick and it didn't burn, but I could see there was like a slight color change. I'm not really sure if you can see it on camera, but in real life it is slightly visible. If you're a crafter, you'll probably notice it. So our cut is nearly done. Our main idea is done. Now I'm going to use a scoreboard and I'm going to make a small score line at the back here, and that will give me the flap to put my card base together. So we will have the front and the back. And with this card, you can either write the message inside or at the back of your card. You can also create an envelope and stick it on the back. The choice is yours, and I really encourage you to create that shape cards for Christmas. They are so unique. Actually, they are really quick to make, and the recipient will definitely enjoy your card. Now, we have to make another scone line to create that easel card, and I did it, let's say, halfway through it, and it worked pretty well. However, you can decide where you want your score line. The choice is yours, and you can make either taller or shorter is a card. Now we just have to adhere all our elements together, and I'm going to start with that gold frame, and as usual I'm using my one and only magic glue, liquid glue, and it works well with all those cards and pattern papers. Now when I'm ready, yes, I'm going to add some small gold gems because I love them and they match so well with all those gold heat embossed panels and gold frame. Yes, I just had to use those gold gems. Do you like using small gems on your cards, or do you just use them for special occasions? Please let me know. Now, as you can see, I put glue only at the bottom of my card because we want to have that easel feature. And to have our stopper, I chose that beautiful angel, and using the same Versamark ink, I'm going to heat emboss it from the leftover design paper. Do you remember I told you we're going to use it later? That's where it is. And yes, keep your scraps. You can use them for those small elements, for stoppers, or maybe just to add a little bit more interest or dimension to your project. It really saves you time and money because you don't need another piece of card. You literally use the same one that you use for your background panel. Now I decided to use my scissors and I created, let's say, oval shape. Okay, and when you use scissors to fussy cut any element, I really encourage you to put it actually on the back because the design paper is really distracting, and with white only you can actually see all those lines. Now I'm using the same double-sided foam adhesive and I'm putting it on the back of the stopper. And using my pokey tool, I'm just going to make it so much easier for myself to get rid of the backing of the double-sided tape. I added a few drops of liquid glue and our card is done. What do you think about this? Please let me know. And I'm really curious, have you ever done a circle easel card for Christmas? I really hope you feel inspired to create this style this year for Christmas. Please let me know in the comments if you're going to make it. If yes, I really want to see it, so leave the comment. Don't forget to like this video, give it a thumbs up, and subscribe to my channel if you haven't already. Here you can also check my other videos. Enjoy your day and see you in the next video on Monday. Happy crafting! Bye!